Hey, what's up everyone? This is your host Manik. Welcome to another video. So we have a lot of budget phones in the 20,000 rupees price segment these days, from the likes of Realme, Poco and Redmi. One particular device in this range is the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max. Not only this device looks and feels premium, but it even has some features that have some practical use case. For instance, this 5000 mAh battery that lasts for 2 full days on a single charge. So in this video, let's have an in-depth look at the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max. And let's find out what differentiates this device in this crowded smartphone market. Well, there are a lot of things to cover about this device. So do watch this video till the end if you want to know all the details. As I've been using this device as my primary for over a week now. And before we start, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and press that bell icon to stay notified about the latest videos. It's free and helps the channel out. So starting right off with the design. Well, like other devices, this device is also huge, and this display is 6.67 inches Full HD Plus LCD, protected by Gorilla Glass 5, with this hole punch camera on the top, which really doesn't bother much, be it watching a movie or playing a session of Pubg. I got used to it pretty quickly, and I didn't even notice it after a while. I even found some cool punch hole wallpapers to add the fun element to my device. And unlike other devices like Realme 6 Pro and Poco X2, this one doesn't have a crazy high refresh rate, and the display is a 60Hz standard panel, which is a bit old school. And overall, I'm happy with this display. The colors look sharp, vibrant and true to life. But I wish it was at least an AMOLED display, and the brightness should have been a bit higher, if not 120Hz or any other gimmicky stuff. See, the thing is that these high refresh rates are great, and after using Poco X2 for a week now, well, I can say that these are addictive. So the device feels a lot smoother. But the drawbacks of that overshadow its benefits. Well, how? So first of all, not much apps support this high refresh rate anyway. And secondly, you end up losing your battery at twice the speed. Well, as far as I know, people buy budget phones to have excellent battery life and great cameras, and not for a refresh rate that kills their battery in half a day. So do keep that in mind. Also, this one does not have any stereo speakers, as it might seem by this huge grill on top. But what it does have is a physical LED notification light that is even missing in the Poco X2. It is a tiny white colored LED, but it's visible and subtle at the same time, and you'll be happy to have it. So you also have a headphone jack in this one, and it is handy to have it in case the battery of your Bluetooth device dies out. Plus you also have a USB Type-C port next to it that can charge this device at a whopping 33 watts, and that is something you're going to love. As claimed by Xiaomi, it charges the device in around 1 hour and 10 minutes, and that is overkill for this huge 5000 mAh battery, which is one of the best features of this device. And this charging animation also changed after the April update. You can watch the full battery test on this channel, and here is a card to that. And the frame of this device is made from plastic and not metal, which is a bit less durable but will hold up just fine. And the device weighs 209 grams in general, but the weight distribution is done pretty well, so do keep that in mind. Plus you have two microphones as usual, and this IR blaster on the top, which is really handy. I forgot how handy it was till I started using it with my air conditioner just before going to bed. And I'm so glad that this series still has it. And I think one more good thing that you have with this one is a dedicated micro SD card slot. So you can use two SIMs and a micro SD card at the same time. And the call quality on this one is also great. And I got no dropped calls with my primary SIM. Plus it also has voice over Wi-Fi for GeoSIM and other networks too. So on the right side, you have the volume rockers, and they are a bit clicky, but I wish they were a bit smoother, but that is totally subjective. And below that, you have your power button and fingerprint scanner. And I think the placement of fingerprint scanner in power button is a great move, as you don't even have to press the button to unlock the device, and that is one less thing to do. And this fingerprint scanner is quite fast and accurate, but I see some delays in unlocking the device, but I think that can easily be fixed with a software update. And one tiny thing I really appreciate is that the screen protector on this one is pre-applied, so there is no need to buy one for now. Now coming to the performance. Well, this one is powered by a Snapdragon 720G processor, which is the latest 8nm processor by Qualcomm. Plus it has UFS 2.1 storage that is quite fast as compared to MEMC that was used in earlier budget phones by Xiaomi. Plus this one also has 6GB of RAM along with 128GB of storage. And you can save some of your money by going with the 64GB variant, and this device is powered by MIUI 11 based on Android 10. And overall, I am satisfied with the way this device performs in day-to-day scenarios, and it can easily handle anything you throw at it. I found no glitches whatsoever, and I was able to disable most of the ads and remove the bloatware in MIUI 11. But I like some of the features present, and they make up for a pretty good experience, like this gaming turbo mode that adds up a bunch of features that are really handy while gaming. 3-finger screenshots, force dark mode, etc. Overall, I'm not a fan of MIUI, and custom ROMs for this device are also coming soon, as some of them are out for the Pro variant. Also, the gaming performance on this one is better than I expected, and the games like Pubg ran just fine on ultra settings, and I got a continuous frame rate of 60 FPS, which is appreciated, as even the device like Poco X2 gets around 40 to 45 FPS, which is really bad, as it even has that liquid cooling. And you can watch an in-depth video on that from this card on the top right corner. In short, this device can handle any game you wish to run perfectly. Plus that 5000 mAh battery is like a mini inverter. Seriously. It lasts for 2 full days even with some gaming. And here is the screen on time that I got with it. And it is really impressive. Plus it gets topped up in the blink of an eye. So that is great. Now coming to the back of this device. So this glossy back panel is protected by Gorilla Glass 5. But I think it's a bit fragile, as mine got a deep scratch even after taking special care of it. So always use a case with it if you want the device to stay like this for long. Another main highlight is the quad camera setup on this device. So it has these 4 cameras on the back and one hole punch camera on the front. So the primary camera is a 64 megapixel Samsung GW1 sensor, and the second camera is an 8 megapixel ultra wide sensor. The third one is 5 megapixel macro, and the fourth one is a 2 megapixel depth sensor, which nobody asked for. And the front camera is a 32 megapixel wide angle camera. So this back camera is capable of taking some really good quality images that are detailed and look sharp, be in daylight or at night. And it also has that 64 megapixel mode to take high resolution images. And it does not make that much of a difference, but sometimes the detail it captures are much more than in auto mode. Apart from this, the ultra wide camera is also good enough for some clicks in daylight, but it is not that great for any challenging scenario. And same is true for that macro camera. And here are some of the samples. So the final output from this camera is much closer to reality, and the images are true in color and are plenty sharp with quite a lot of details. The 64 megapixel sensor was able to retain quite a lot of details, but in some cases it tends to over sharpen the images. So here is a video sample shot on the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max, and you guys be the judge and let me know how you feel about the final output. And you can watch the full camera review from link in top right corner. And the front facing camera is also great for selfies, and it clicks some great images without any tweaks, and the colors it captures are also natural. So here are some of the samples from the front facing camera of this device, and overall these cameras are good enough, and I found them to be better than Poco X2. So my final thoughts about this device are, well, the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max is an excellent budget phone with great specs at this price, and with the ICICI card discount, it is a better buy. But if you have a tight budget, go with the Redmi Note 9 Pro variant, and you will not be disappointed with that as well. The display could have been an AMOLED or with a better refresh rate, but the practical features like faster charging, bigger battery and better performance are enough to cover for it. And overall, it's a good buy at this price with a ton of good features, and it really looks nice and subtle in hand as compared to other budget phones at this price. And it has its own identity if you compare it with the likes of Realme that has same design for every smartphone in any price segment. So well, this was the detailed review of the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max. And if you have any other questions, do let me know in the comment section down below. So like this video if it helps you out, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one.